I can join the paid voice. What is going on, everyone? Hello, hello. It's time for the daily stream. What are we going to get today? Let's find out. Let me share my entire screen. Hopefully y'all can see it. Right? Okay, let's go review some charts. SPY, do I want to be chasing puts? Probably not. We have some hedges, or I have some hedges for Monday, the 679 puts that I got a couple days ago. Rolled them out. George has also bought some swings on these, which was not expected, to be honest, because I coded that new swing logic a couple of days ago, and he ended up taking these. Let me just find the exact link. The 74 puts and 261 puts on IWM, which I thought was insane. Like, I wasn't expecting him to do this at all. But when I go look at the chart and where he bought them to where they are right now, he's up on those trades. So let's go look at the SPY one, for example. He bought it there. We ended up dumping. And this is only like, market data, but we're going to gap down today. And then he's going to be, profitable in that trade. So cool to see that work. And I don't want to be chasing puts here because, the way that I'm seeing this is we got this imbalance filled here, right? We see that this imbalance has been filled. It's coincidentally, they've kind of made an inside bar there. Coming back down, filling this imbalance. I think this is your bottoming zone around 680. So I'm more interested in getting calls personally because once this bottoms out, you're going to have better risk and reward for calls and go towards the upper side here around 688. And that's coincidentally also where this gap has been filled, right? We got this gap filled here. There's another gap at the 688 area or this imbalance up here. So I want to see if we tag that today or not, but we're going to wait and find out. Let's go review QQQ and IWM. I have those open here. I don't see us breaking the 600 put wall on QQQ. If anything, I think we bounce from here around the 604 area towards 607, go towards 611 on QQQ. So that's what I'm looking at there on that. DGen Princess asks, what's the price target? I'm looking at 688 on the upside here. 688.02 is where I'd be interested in scaling out of like all long positions. So I'm seeing something like this. I actually drew this in the other thing that I have. So this is what I was looking for. Like, I want to see a bottoming out around 680, 679 realistically. And then from there, I'd be getting calls. And then the upside target is 689. I don't know if we get that today or if it takes another day, but that's really where my mind goes. To QQQ, once again, I don't see us breaking down below 600, to be honest. Like, either bottoms around 604 or 600. And then I'd be interested in getting either one dated calls or even the same dated calls towards the upper side target of 607 if we're here. If we're closing above 607, then I want to get the 611 calls or 612 calls on QQQ. It is looking better than the S&P 500 at this point in time. IWM, literally the same story. It's the exact same on all the ETFs and indexes, or indices rather. So let's gap, right? We got that yesterday. Nice. We're now filling this imbalance filled. This has been filled. This is coming up. I think that's what they're going to go for. This 259, 257.91 imbalance, sorry. This could be a good bottoming zone to get calls towards the 261, 263 target. But we'll just observe and see where this goes. I do like calls on IWM. What are there for tomorrow or Monday, or QQQ or SPY for tomorrow, Monday, your call. They're going to be a pretty good risk and reward at this point in time, and hedge them with a put for a week out from now or whatever you choose. Puts are really expensive. Everyone's hedging against a broader stock market crash. Is it worth the risk? I don't think so. If you have a big enough portfolio, and I mean big enough as in over $10,000, I think it's good to hedge like even one or two contracts on the put side and get them like far at the money. For example, I rolled this SPY 600 put for March 13th. I'm pretty sure it's going to expire worthless, but it is what it is. It was up like 100% at some point in time and ended up selling 2 out of the 4 that I have. I still got 2 left. And I want to roll this probably towards April at this point in time, like April 30th or April 24. For an extra $23 per contract. Like, it's pretty chump change, right? So this is where I'm looking at hedging myself for the bigger portfolio. And then the SPY portfolio that I ended up creating, I think we went from $100 that I started with on Monday to $381. I think I could have got this to $500. by yesterday if I was around 2 days ago. But overall, we're tracking pretty well on the P&L side. We got some UNG calls for next week. I believe they're up. They were up like 20% yesterday. Let me just see what the value there is. I think we got them at $35, $40. We're up 15% on those. I sold most of them. I had 10 originally. I sold 5 out of the 10. I still got 5 left. One chart that I really like right now is RTX as well. We're kind of in this discount zone. It's looking like it's starting to create those higher highs, higher lows. I don't know if I want to go through this again and buy some calls for either next week or tomorrow, but it does look like it's going to trend higher. And let's just go through gold and silver while we're at it. From what I can gather, people are getting out of the silver and gold trade. That might change, obviously, as more geopolitical unrest or unclarity happens. But this is setting up a nice bottom. So I'm interested in personally getting some calls for gold, like the 480 strike or 490 strike for 2 weeks out from now. Let's go see what they're worth. Gold options for March 13th. And the 480 strike is $800, or maybe get the 490. I think they have good interest as well. Yep, 30,000 interest at 490. Now it's kind of nice, 490 for 490. All right, but you do what you want with it. I did have these silver calls for 96C for the end of March that I ended up scaling out of. They ran like 100%. I'm interested in getting them back at this point in time, only because the price has dropped below where my original entry was. So I really like how that is shaping up as well. Silver, just what I'm seeing. And we're going to use a 4-hour chart here because it's cleaner to look at, and same with gold. I should have done that in the when I was looking at that chart. But setting up a nice spacer in the 67.33 area. I do think it's going to be something like this where they kind of sweep liquidity around 67.33 again. And then this is where I'd be interested in getting the 96 calls for end of March once again, or maybe even April at this point in time. So yeah, Jane Street was the biggest silver holder. That's kind of the reason I scale out of the 96 calls in the first place. And they already ran 100%, so I'm happy with where that gain ended up. For what institutions are doing, I don't know. It's a mixed bag right now. It's like half of it's sell, half of it's buys. We got a couple buys up here, right? We have a GAM exposure at 7,000. It's pretty small at $9 billion, so I think that's just dealer positioning themselves. I don't see us hitting 7,000 on the S&P 500 today by any means, but it is what it is. And if I look at the GAM exposure on George, it's pointing towards the upside. You're most likely to bounce around the 680 strike, which is really exactly what I said. 680, you have positive exposure. 685, you have positive exposure. 680, you have positive exposure. So I do think it's going to go down towards that 680 area and then bounce up towards 685, 686, really. And rejection most likely at 690. Yep, we know this. It's been rejected like over and over again. So let's see what happens there. QQQ, exactly the same story. 600 is your put wall. You're going to bounce from there most likely. 610 is where I'd be looking to scale out of any calls. And SPX 6800 is where you're most likely to bounce. So dealers will buy dips at 6800. So that's really what I'm looking at in the broader market and what I'm interested in trading. For ticker liquor, because if on the technology side, like those are catching bids, like QQQ, I think is going to start pumping. AVGO's earnings were great, so this is going to bring up the market there. Let's go look at NVIDIA, for example. You're coming into this discount zone where I typically get calls around that 180, 181 area. TSM, I'm interested in getting some calls for tomorrow. This 360 strike in particular is interesting. I don't know if we get another 10x there or not, but it is setting up like a nice inverse head and shoulder here. So I'm interested in getting the 360 strike for tomorrow, probably either later today or by 3 p.m. I don't know if I want to jump on it right at open, but it is what it is. If you want to do the gamble for TSM, 1DTE at $200 maybe is your limit buy. You should be interested in that. I'll see where that opens up in the first place. And I think that's basically it. I really like that. George.
There's some...
go ahead, Timmy.
Oh, I know. Well, I was going to say first, good morning, folks. Second thing is there's some pretty good inflow into energy. That's probably a place where it's actually safe to accumulate any type of shares right now or swings.
Energy being like XLE, or are you looking at like companies like Oklo or what?
XOM.
Ah, okay, that kind of energy. All right. Oh yeah, chart does look pretty good. Okay, I'm only looking at the 15-minute here, but yeah, it's setting up like a nice cup and handle here, and then go up towards 156, 160 area. Let's
But
see what they're worth.
if you go to the rotation page as well, there's a lot of inflow into energy, of course, given recent events.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. This is huge. XLE is getting moderate inflow, XLC inflow, XLI is neutral. I do like the energy sector as a whole, anyways. XOM calls for April, let's say 24, the 160 strike. Oh, there's no bid and ask, is there? Okay, maybe just commons is the way to go on these energy names. I don't know why that was all zero, but the 160 strike for XOM for April 17th has decent open interest. Even the 180 strike, honestly, these are pretty good hedges for your portfolios. Yeah, it's like $50. Like that's, to me, it's a steal.
I'm also a big fan right now, folks, of getting some foreign energy companies that do appear to be a little bit more discounted. PBR, that's Petronas in Brazil. Same thing with one of the Norwegian energy stocks I also told Shabs about.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not a EQNR, so not a bad time to be in energy, folks.
Yeah, I was averaging EQNR commons starting yesterday, so I'm happy with that outflow. Okay, I don't want to chase it. I don't think George has opened anything anyways. Let's go see. Let them do what they want. I want to get the calls at the reversal point around 680.82. If you want to gamble, we can get the 684 or 685 strike right now. And his put swings have definitely paid, so I'm glad that he's able to make a profit here. Holy shit. I wish I had tailed him. Wow, he is good. 390 to 536, 368 to 535, 368 to 535. Unreal. And DHT calls, if anyone swung them with me, they are green. Please take the win. Let me go see what they're worth. Oh, they were green. I don't know if they're green right now. I only have 2 runners anyway, so I'm not stressing this. They're only worth like $40, but they were green at some point in time. Take the win. And here's the manipulation candle. It'll probably dump down towards 680, and then I'll be interested in getting calls. Or what I could do is get the 685. And since I have 3x of portfolio anyways on the SPY starter that I had, right? Like we went from 100 to $380. I want to get 2 of these 684 strikes at $100 here if I can get it. But that's really all I'm looking at doing. Actually, maybe even not $100. Maybe this is like 95. And I want to see if I can get 3 instead at 0.90. If that fills, it fills. If not, I don't want to chase it. But again, calls to the better risk and reward. 685 strike, you just saw it go from like $90 to $121. I do think I'm going to get my fill here on this strike that I want. Maybe not, actually. We'll see. Again, I don't want to chase it. Calls to the better risk and reward, but I don't want to overpay for something that I'm interested in. Approaching take profit. Just take the win, George. Come on. 685 was at 90. It's at 144 right now. So we kind of missed the entry there, but that's okay. I don't want to chase it. And Nokia calls. I think I told everyone we're going to get some Nokia calls here. Then ended up filling here, so we're up 3%, $100. I only got 4. This is my starter position. I want to get more on this trading account eventually. I just want to give it some time. I don't think any of these orders have filled. I really don't want to chase here. I don't want to chase this at all. Okay, UNG, we're back in the green. I'm going to take the win. They're up 28%. I only got 5 left, as I said. I'm going to sell 3 out of the 5 at 50. So just taking a small win there. And then I'll have 2 free runners to do whatever they do. I really hope no one bought puts here because that was not the right risk and reward. And 685 calls went from 90 to 155 bucks. Damn it. I don't want to chase this. Okay, I don't think I want to get my fill. So what I'm going to do is cancel this. No, I'm going to hold this. I'm going to see if it fills or not. I'm not in a rush by any means. If anything, what we could do is get one dated calls for the 690 strike at 100 bucks or 692 at 57 here. Pick your poison. Yeah, if it rejects, I'll pick it up. That's exactly what I'm thinking. And I'll show everyone the chat so we can see it. That's exactly right. Nice. George's XLE swings is up 80%. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. If anyone got those 685s at 90, just take the win. You're up like 50% there. And again, we just got to be patient here. George might be right on suggesting those puts. So let's go see what he's saying. 676p, more bearish than bullish. He actually might be right on this one. He's basically saying institutions are selling while retail is buying. You're up against gamma resistance, so maybe puts are the better risk and reward at this point in time. What I'm going to do, this might be insane. I'm going to cancel this because I don't think it's going to fill. And if George opens a put, I'll open puts as well. I do think he's generally right. And I'll watch this one. I'll watch the site because it'll show up there. And the puts that I like at this point in time, because this does look like a sweep, is a 680 strike at $98. But I'm going to wait. If anyone took calls this morning, please take those wins. I wonder if the retail names like Amazon, Costco, the reason they're pumping so much is because of the tariff refunds. But look at this bar. It's huge. 220 is almost in the cards there. It's been setting up higher highs and higher lows since Tuesday. So let's see how that goes. If anyone took TSM calls, they're up quite a bit. I got these 375 by accident. I was trying to put a limit order for 360s. Clicked the wrong one. That's what happens when I'm streaming and trying to buy something at the same time. Okay, got them from 29 bucks to 73 or 36 right now. I'm just going to hold them, see what happens. They're lottos anyways. Okay. I don't think he opened anything yet. I think it was Fighter that suggested SoFi calls. Nicely done. Nicely done, interns. Wow, we're winning here. All right. It's coming up on the exit here on calls. And now I will get a put. Just give me a second. Just got to figure out which one I want to buy and for what price. Or I could just wait for George. I don't have to do it myself. Yeah, I just want to see what the rejection is. I want to see a rejection at 684.70 before I take puts. But calls might still work here if we get a sweep lower and then go up. So I want to be interested. Yes, I'm keeping the KO limit buys for puts for next week. To show you what I'm doing there, I'm trying to get as many of these 76 puts for 40 bucks as I can. I got a couple of orders there and we'll see where that goes. QQQ, pumping, IWM, same thing. But I want to give it some time. I'll see if it rejects around this area, like this imbalance on IWM, the 260.50 area. And then SPY, it's this imbalance at 684.97. So I think we have the right thesis on getting calls in the morning. I'm sad my order didn't fill because that would have been 100% there. And 685, we saw go from 90 bucks to 180. And your call premiums are dropping, so that's suspicious to me. So I'm interested in getting puts at this point in time. But Again, we don't have to rush into anything. We can just be patient. We missed the call play, totally fine. We might be able to get some puts here at the 680 strike for $80. And see, those are increasing. That's suspicious. Okay, I'm going to do 3 of these at 0.70. And please, if these are green for whatever reason at some point in time, just take the win. I'm doing what I can here on getting a play and putting on my SPY portfolio. 3 at 70 is what I want. I do think it fills. I just gotta be patient with it.
Real move.
Hold on, I'm gonna meet a couple people on the Discord here. Okay, it looks like it filled. Oh wait, no it didn't. I thought it did for a second, but it did not. 670 9p at 0.70. Yo, these put premiums are increasing. What the hell? Okay, if someone got filled, you're up 10%. Just take the win. Oh my god, I'm not gonna get filled here. Oh, that went from 70 to 88. Dang it. I really don't want to chase it. I really don't. I really don't want to chase that. Well, if we don't get a fill here, I'm just going to wait till 10:30 and not do anything until then. Whenever the algorithm kicks in, and I'll take the play on the reversing side. Well, we just saw that go from $70 to 90, and you're getting this impulse up candle, and like the premiums are not dropping; they're holding. If anything, like that's suspicious. Okay, I'm going to do it the hard way, which is always annoying to me because it doesn't always work. But okay. I'm going to do it this other way. I'm going to get the 678 puts. I'm going to get 3 of these at 65 on my SPY portfolio. Or sorry, 63 at my SPY portfolio. And then what I'm going to do, if that fills, which I think it will. Did it fill? Did it fill? It should have filled. Dang it, it didn't fill either. What? Dude, what is going on? Why is something... Oh, okay, there it is. It filled. All right. I'm going to sell 2 of these because I got 3. And I'm going to sell them at 80 and call it a day. And I'll leave a runner for kicks. Yeah, software is looking good. I do like the calls on software overall, but I want to see the impulse down here to get grab liquidity, and then I'll get some calls on the other side. And silver's doing that. IWM is finally starting to dump. There's your start of a dump on QQQ. Amazon's gone. Nvidia probably starting pumping. Nope, rejecting. AMD, what's going on there? Rejecting. All right. What else we got? Oracle. Yes, Oracle does look good. I was looking at it this morning. Higher highs, higher lows. Probably does continue going towards that 158 target. This is what I got for, I don't know if we get it tomorrow or maybe on Monday, but that's what it is. And Microsoft probably does look at it good as well. Yeah, there's your pump. But I want to see if it clears above 411. Then I'd be interested in getting 420 or 416 calls for tomorrow. And if you're up on the 678 puts, please take the win. You're up like 2, 3, 5%, whatever the number is. Just profit is profit. 4.63. P is P. Please scale out or win. And what else was I looking at? Tesla. I think this will dump. Let it come back down for tomorrow or later today, and then I want to get the 408, 410 strike for tomorrow on Tesla. 20% on the 678 puts. Please just take the win. My limit sell for $80 will fill shortly, and then I can just sit out and do nothing for the rest of the day. Or until something else shows up. I don't know if it nukes Hawkeye. I think it's a liquidity grab to go higher, but I don't know if they do that today or tomorrow. This is why I did the puts when I did, because I do think it's a liquidity grab to go higher inevitably. Whether that is news driven or something happens. I think we have unemployment or something tomorrow. So like that's what I'm looking at. So let's go look at Market Watch, economic calendar. Okay, so tomorrow, Friday, March 6th, we have unemployment rate, a report, and unemployment rate at 8:30 market open. I do think it's going to be good. So what they're going to do, which is what they always do, is they manipulate the day before, which is this down candle, right? This is what they want to grab liquidity from, and then shoot it up the next day. So at the end of the day today, I'm interested in getting like the 688, 686 calls for tomorrow. But let them do what they want. Okay, my limit sell has filled. I made a good 20% there. And I want to leave this one runner to do what I want to do. If I got 100%, I got 100%. If I don't, no sweating it. But we got 20%. We should be happy. Cool. Okay, if I see anything, I'll post it in the admin summaries. I'll just tag everyone this time. I usually don't because I always forget. But I'll do a better job of getting the at here or at everyone tags. If I see something intraday, I will definitely let you know. All right, we'll chat soon, y'all. Take it easy.